What's up? I'm gonna get this camera on the tripod here and get to the unboxing of our new redcat RC car. Just bear with me just a second here. Try to get you guys a good view here, what's going on. Can't really see the chat too well right now. I got some new batteries. We got our new controller. Eventually we'll upgrade to one that'll control all of our cars. This is a ready to run kit, you just need batteries. We picked up these two Z batteries. And we gotta get some double A's for this new transmitter. Let's see what we got for frame of view here. We get that over there. That's now garbage. Figure out which way this is facing. It looks like it's upside down. There's two different versions. You got your orange or the silver, and we like the silver one. We'll be doing lots of customizing and learning as we go. This is our first 1/10 scale. We have a 1/16, a couple 1/18 scales. For the longest time, these were too far out of my reach price point wise. This one's on sale for $200 right now, so we couldn't really resist getting our hands on this one here. Looks like the bottom's tied down. Alright, so after lots of reviews online, it seemed like this was the perfect, ready to run, get your feet wet, get started, start learning about it and being able to upgrade. This one came with a carbon fiber chassis, looks pretty nice. All the electronics were pretty decent for starting. New to all this stuff here, so hi, how's it going? Nice to see someone finally commented. I haven't gotten a comment yet on my lives. I think this is my second YouTube live ever. We're just kind of unboxing this, seeing what all we got in here. This is our first 1/10 scale. It's got nice magnetic body mounts. Just looks like they come in there. Get to the bottom here. Ooh, all sorts of fun stuff. Better grab some scissors here quick. I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on chat. So we're just unboxing a redcat RC 1/10 scale drift car. Fresh out of the box. Just got it in the mail last night. What are you up to today? This is important for something, so we'll probably read that later. That's for the transmitter. Here it looks like it's got a little transmitter plug or antenna cord. Got our wheel wrench. Let's use the scissors since we got them. Trying to stay organized here as we get back into the RC hobby. And this is what we got here. The new redcat ready to run RDS drift car. Comes in orange or silver. And we got the silver one. Got a tool. Got a little bit of instruction about the ESC and the fans and everything. We got a bunch of spare parts in here. some nice fun decals, so pick a few of those. Kind of like the teeth thing, I'm not so sure about the red. We'll probably make our own decals since we got a vinyl cutter eventually, but we might play with those ones just because we got them. All sorts of fun stuff. A couple other ones in there. Number kit. Good, it did come with the black rims. I saw there was an option of chrome or black, but you don't really get to pick. I was hoping for the black one. Kind of checking our stream here, making sure everything's still working. See what all kind of stuff we got in here. So we got a spoiler, got a foam front bumper. These are all for your suspension. I've been doing a little bit of reading before I got it. These are all different things you gotta tear off of here to adjust your tires and how they're sitting in the car. Got all sorts of them. Never really had anything with that kind of deal. These seem a little easier. Looks like we might even have some body mounts, even though it has magnetic mounts. So, got another little screwdriver. This one's got a zipper on it, so we can actually put our other tool in there too after. This is going to be kind of a slow-paced stream, just kind of learning, looking at all the different things here. We got some tiny little screws in here. Just got to start putting things together before we can get it all working. Save this bag for a little bit. For the main part, getting this thing off the old cardboard. Suppose we can move these out of the way for a minute. I'm gonna figure out what all we got going on here. Oh, that's not the best of shocks. At least the back's coming back up. We'll definitely have to adjust those or work them in or something. It's bottoming out pretty well. Fresh out of the box, we have some fine tuning to do for sure. Just checking the frame here. Most of the stuff in there, as long as we're at the end of the table. We got one metal gear and one plastic gear here on the motor. Not quite meshed up how I like it. Looks like the rear goes on pretty easily. Just have to adjust this front magnet. always have some sticky stuff from the factory. Supposed to have light buckets, so we'll get an LED kit here soon and figure out how we want to mount some lights in there. Drill a couple holes, get a few extra LEDs in there. 2 in the back, 1 in the front. So definitely, I'm going to be buying a 12 LED kit, so I have quite a bit of customizing to go with that. Overall, definitely have to crank the shocks down and get those working good. Figure out if we get these moving, if they'll come back to life, or if we have to rebuild those right out of the box. Looks like kind of pretty towed out. Stock. The left side's really towed out, to be honest. This side's straight and that side's way out. So I do put a couple of dimples in here for where they want me to mount those. Not exactly sure if it's supposed to fit a little bit or not. And it's supposed to go on top of it. And once we get this foam piece in here where it belongs, I'll pull this front bumper up where it needs to be. Not quite making contact. Not too bad, you can kind of see the motors right up there in the windows. You can cut that for some venting if you want later on. Back magnet's working real well. Just a little goofy on that front one. Overall, not a bad little build. You already came with your nice little Dean's plug. You might as well open up our batteries here. And not going to be able to run it quite yet. But got another little sticker. It's always fun. Read it later pile. I got 2S lipos, I believe. So you're going to have the same kind of plug in there. I'm not going to plug it in, but that saves us some time. That's actually what I have on half of my other RC cars. These are super small batteries for the drift car. Looks like it could go with the longer one. It said to get these small ones. But we'll get those charging here in a couple of minutes. More fun reading to do, I'll do off stream, make sure we're getting everything done safely, not messing everything up too bad. That's what we're doing today. Now let's take a little look at some of this and see what we got going on. I'm gonna grab my water. Put the water in the fridge or the freezer, so I don't want that to freeze up. The little gamer steps we're going to try for the first time. I don't know if this is even a good flavor or not. But I'm going to give it a try and see what we got going on. I can spill this everywhere. I don't know why they don't make these easier for it. So far it smells better than it actually is labeled. Who needs a shaker cup when you got a water bottle? Alright, we got our other cars over here, so like one of those over. Can't read, I didn't know how this was gonna be set up. All sorts of stuff going on today. We got a neon kit on this one. We're probably going to take off and transfer over to this one. This is our first reveal and first take and look on all this stuff. Looks like these are removable drift tires. They just slide right off the rims. The only thing that's a little concerning is where them shocks are not rebounding at all. Guessing on acceleration pulls itself back up. That's why we got so much weight here in the back. Just trying to get it mixed up so it's drinking. Got that already tied down. Hoping it had an extra plug so we could just hook up all our wires to that. It's gonna be hard to get to that plate. See, they did some good cable management for ready to run. So many layers I can't tell. There's a spare channel. Yep, we got 1 or 2 extra channels, so we're good to go. We should be able to plug in our underglow kit and have some blue underglow on it here in a little bit. Better get the all directions out here. Make sure we don't mess it up too bad. So there's a couple screws in the one little bag. There's 3 little tiny screws in here. Right. That. Then yeah, we're going to need some screws for this. So, not sure if those go to that or if they go somewhere. And I can drill a couple of holes with our beveling tool. So what really sold me on this is that it's a waterproof one with the brushless motor. It actually has some pretty cool designs on the servo and the ESC and the motor itself. A lot of people are saying it is a rebranded motor of a different company that's pretty decent. And it had some pretty cool plastics on the back that helped save the car a little bit. Even has a fake little tow hook on here, looked like a real drift car. We're still trying to kind of figure out what the deal is here with this front bumper deal. It's not quite making contact where it needs to. raised up. Little plugs in here we gotta get out. Again, I apologize if there's any comments and stuff. I'll keep checking every couple seconds here. It doesn't look like we have anybody even watching, so it doesn't matter. We're not going to worry about all the calibration and all of that yet. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. And same as with having these body mounts. That doesn't quite make sense. These are numbered, so that's nice they're numbered for us. So we have a different front bumper that we can swap out. Let's get pinched between those. Hopefully this other side tells us. Nope, not going to tell us. That's where you're going to have to go online and they're going to have some downloadable stuff to look at. But pretty much just doing a quick little unboxing. Going to do a couple of things here. Just kind of looking it over. First impressions on the new redcat or RDS drip guard. And that thing says low to the ground. So we have 3 main bolts here. See where those 3 go. I'm looking to see what's all possible here. Then we'll get to all the technical stuff. It's going to be a couple hours of reading, and I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here watching me read on this thing. But just kind of testing out our YouTube stream, learning some things here. Then we'll be doing lots of updates. And once we get it running and ready to go, we'll go out and try to do some testing videos and have some fun with it here. That is just a bunch of tech stuff. Oh, we forgot we got our other book. Maybe it tells us something in that book. We got all this reading to do. That looks like more instructions. Very detailed. So let's just fast forward to what we're looking for. We know how to put batteries in a controller. It says pull sideways on the body, but it's not grabbing good enough on the front quite yet. Anyway, once we get a better connection, it'll be good to go. Where does it tell us about this front bumper? I'm more into the customizing. I got a vinyl cutter, so I'll be making a bunch of cool stickers for it and everything. And do some custom painting. Eventually we'll upgrade the body. I'm trying to figure out what I want to get. Come and do a MK4 Supra. Sounds pretty cool since it is a rear-wheel drive drift car. Otherwise, the old S15 Sylvia. And then we also got, we're gonna have to get a Monte Carlo. So we do have one of those bookmarked. We just gotta wait on that till we get everything going good here. Lots of technical stuff so you don't fry your motor. And still don't tell us about that front bumper, so fun. And that is now in a different language, so that's not going to help us. We got multiple languages, very detailed catalog here. Another language. Kind of see what's here. Here's our schematics. That was not in there. So what else we got back here? And this tells you about all of your suspension stuff. Gear charts. It does have a 3-place adjustable motor mount. You can move that for weight distribution. Put that in different spots where you want it. That's kind of nice. So then with all of these little camber blocks, toe stuff and that, we got a little chart here to tell you which ones of these do what. Still not quite sure what the plastics are on this one here for. There are 3 screws in there that I don't trust going through the body itself, but I guess maybe come up into here. You'd probably be fine. Might as well drill a couple holes in the brand new body. I'm almost wondering if this bumper doesn't come off if you get a different body, and then they gave you this foam for if you have a different body or something. Unless it gets wedged in there somehow. Just doesn't seem like. Definitely not. Yeah, I would definitely assume that that goes for a totally different setup. Set those aside. We gotta figure out how to charge these batteries because lipos can get pretty dangerous if you do it wrong. This is just a little plastic screwdriver, so we want to be careful not to strip stuff out. Definitely not too bad though starting out. We got our 1/18 scale here. Still got a pin in it. So body bag. I was just curious to see how far off it is. We do have our old neon kit here. You can see the airplane style run all around here. So if we're lucky, we could run that right down the middle here. It doesn't seem to bottom out all the way. It gets pretty close. It's actually hitting like that. It's probably something else going on. The shocks are still not really doing their job. Back ones are good. This side's working, that side's working. Unless I'm just not used to the drift car stuff and they're actually just set up for that. So this one has the same plugs, Dean plugs. It actually does have a nice small little LiPo battery that I'm not sure it's good. It probably hasn't been charged in almost 10 years. Got all sorts of different suspension mount locations. All over here, all over here. Change your shock points. This will definitely keep us busy for quite a while. So let's get that spoiler on here since it's got little dimples, and I believe that's what those 3 screws are for. Give me a quick second here, I'll check the chat and make sure everything's still good. What am I from? I am from America and I'm in Wisconsin. Where are you from? Sorry, I didn't see that message. Getting our toolbox. Put our body clip back in here. Yeah, I do have another set of body mounts for the modified. And just shaved one of those off, rolling it over the other day. So if those shocks go bad, we got ourselves some 40 weight. Got our body trimming scissors. But I'm not finding the one thing I'm looking for right now. I do have some stock car style ones we'll use when we get a Monte Carlo body. I even got the old D-Link Hoosier treads. As usual, the one thing we need is nowhere to be found. Just curious to see. Those are almost same size even, so that's nice. This tool's got to be in here. Interesting. Yeah, the screwdriver. Well, that's not good. Always got something going on. Well, yeah, I guess we gotta wait on the body until we go find the hole reaming tool down in the basement. I'm not gonna leave you guys here just sit around watching nothing. But if you were here, thanks for checking in on one of our first YouTube streams. Sorry it's a little cringe, a little unorganized. We're just kind of learning as we go, doing a test stream, got some new stuff in. So I'll probably check in here in a little bit once I go find the proper tool to do this. And we'll check back here in just a little bit.